All right, so what we're doing today is I'm making a little tutorial video for people interested in editing for the channel. I've gotten a few responses already, and there's one video. So this video right here, Adum Plaze Saw Part 3, was edited by someone named Tav, and for the most part, I think that they did a really good job. Although there are some things that I would change. And here, this whole video is like the original plays through, in case I need some footage from that. So let's just go through. Oops, 1 second. Let's just go through the video that Tav sent, and I'll talk about what I liked and what I didn't like. So far, I think for the first like 6 minutes, it's basically great. So. All right, Scott, you're
Yo.
into this game. Here, let's show you something pretty cool.
I insist.
I didn't do anything. What? Get me out of here.
Voice effects by Mark English.
Oh shit.
Who dis?
Wow.
Swing and miss, my dear. Effects by Mark English.
Just a matter of like trimming up a couple things, really. The more that can be cut out, the better, honestly.
Oh shit.
That means that only good shit,
Who dis?
only good shit stays. Let's see.
English.
Wow.
Swing and miss, my dear.
Whoopsie.
And that's why nobody watches women's baseball. Wait, is this even a woman? I saw long hair, but is it a dude with long hair?
I think you're mistaking the bear trap for a.
Oh, 1 second. I don't want those noises going on. But yeah, these bits I'm cutting like near the beginning, not completely necessary that they're gone, but like less is more. Less is more.
Oh my
I
god.
am. I thought the bear trap was hair.
Cold blood.
It was a hair trap.
Uh-oh. Blood.
It was a hair trap.
So the reason why I'm cutting out this part here, though,
Mistaking the blood.
I am. I thought the bear trap was hair.
Cold blood.
It was a hair trap.
Trap for a.
Oh.
Oh.
I might cut it out or I might brighten it, because right now it's like impossible to see what's going on, and that's kind of an issue.
Whoopsie.
And that's why nobody watches women's baseball. Wait, is this even a woman? I saw long hair, but is it a dude with long hair?
I think you're mistaking the bear trap for a.
Oh.
Oh
yeah,
my
I am.
god.
I am. I thought the bear trap was hair.
Cold blood.
It was a hair trap.
Goodbye.
It was a hair trap.
Goodbye.
Yeah, you don't need to show it the whole countdown. Let's see. I'm not super familiar with FCPX. But I believe well, I'm gonna have to look up how to change the brightness on this shit. Yeah, essentially I would rarely ask for something like color correction on a clip, but just because like it's so impossible to tell what's going on, and then I can just paste attributes here. Yeah.
By Mark English.
Wow.
Swing and
So yeah, I mean like this isn't that bad for
Wait, is this even a woman? I saw long hair. Oh.
Oh
yeah,
my
I
god.
am. I thought the bear.
yeah, now you can at least tell what's going on. And then I'll just copy and paste those just for the scene, and everything out of there doesn't need it. Oops. Yeah. There we go. Now the scene is much brighter.
Cold blood.
Well,
It was a hair
not like ridiculous, not so that it looks unnatural, but just, you know, just so that you can actually tell what's happening. What's stupid about this game is
Goodbye.
Hmm.
Cold blood.
It was a hair trap.
Goodbye.
Are you okay?
Here comes.
what's stupid about this game is like the traps on people's heads only activate when you kill them anyway. It's like there's no timer for them actually, unless it's like one of the bomb
the
traps or
old
something.
overkill trap.
People liked this game. People liked this game when it was.
All right, so that part, perfect. Everything up until this part is fine.
What the actual Metascore is.
Yeah, I wonder.
100.
Love the
In
title.
movies, you know
Love
how
the
when you
clip.
open
Thank you.
The door and the shotgun shoots you. Well, in this one, all you have to do is press a button, and then it doesn't. So
Oh.
you stop it by looking at this thing, and you're like, "Oop, a button."
Cool.
It's a quick time event, and it just you can get out of it. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yep.
But
This all seems reasonable.
a camera. A light. No, a kid.
Nope.
It's like the scene in the first movie where Adam and he's the photographer. So I can basically swap that out for a fucking lighter as my light. Like I would rather have this because it's more practical, right?
Yeah.
But like not give myself like flashbang Call of Duty vision.
Yeah. Oh god, that's
you know, like
horrible.
that's so stupid. Like great ref.
This part, so far, everything's been like great with cutting out the fat.
Like that's so stupid.
Just a couple clips I would change.
Like great reference to the movie, but it's
You know,
so stupid. Like great reference to the movie.
that just helps things move along a little quicker.
God, that's
you know,
horrible.
like that's so stupid. Like great reference to the movie, but you're not really.
It might be a puzzle actually. You might actually have to use it for a puzzle.
I don't think so. A picture. Oh, it does say. Yeah, I should have read that part. Yeah, it would be.
A picture.
A picture is worth 1,000 words. That makes it really obvious. I didn't read it.
Your crime is being black. You are born. You were born black. You chose to remain that way.
You didn't get the surgery.
you didn't get the surgery. We all play a whole game.
Somebody wants.
Here's a part that I Tav, I think your name was. If you know how to like pitch correct for something like this, like if you have the ear for it, great. Otherwise, otherwise,
So
I'm comfortable doing that. Because I mean, there's only so many people that actually have the ear for like pitch. So let's look at. So here's the original plays through. Is this part? I'm just gonna make some dead space in between so they can separate
The
them
last thing just
better. Thank you so much, Subhype, Ms. Sweet Peach, 4 months in a row.
sounded like he dropped something he didn't mean to. Oh fuck.
So now we're looking through the plays through. Let's just see how long it took us to get to this part. So we're at.
Yeah,
Max
take a bath.
Caulfield.
Is it also me or why is it a left-handed God's Earth? Left-handed. This is my life.
I'm a green boy.
All over now.
I'm a green boy.
All your face.
I'm a green boy.
All over. Wait, do it again. All around me are familiar faces, worn out places.
Okay. So. I've really enjoyed the pacing of this so far. Just a couple minor changes. 18:31 all the way to 34:35 minutes. Now, each video is going to be a little different. Some videos are going to be paced differently than others because of what the game's like or what the tone of the video is going for. So, like Splinter Cell series, something that you want to communicate in Splinter Cell is like the whole co-op gameplay kind of aspect to it, and like the tension and like, ooh, do they see me sort of thing. Like there's comedy and entertainment value in there. Whereas Saw, like the game itself doesn't really have much going on. So if you just want to cut out like most of the story, even though there isn't much story in the first place, if you just want to leave it to like the funny meme shit, perfect. You know, like only include excuse me, only include what is golden, get rid of everything else. So one thing before I continue, probably should have done this before I cut everything up, but I applied something called a compressor, which also has a built-in limiter. Depending on what program you're using, it might might need to use both. I didn't apply it yet, and I'm going to show you why. So here's the clip that you left in Tav.
Jigsaw meant to do that one.
I'm going to boost the volume anyway, and just so you guys can tell.
Lapses. That's so funny. Jigsaw meant to do that one.
Get away from me, Tap! You self-righteous son of a bitch!
Easy, Jennings. You're just reacting to the.
So the audio of the gameplay is way lower than our voices, and that's for a good reason. It's so that it doesn't like overpower what we're saying. So at normal volume, again, it's like even going to be even harder to listen to. Just listen for a second compared
Jigsaw
to our
meant
voices.
do that one.
Get away from me, Tap! You self-righteous son of a bitch!
Easy, Jennings. You're just reacting.
Like you really have to listen to hear it. And so if you add a compressor, which this one has a built-in limiter that you can adjust, then that fixes things. Essentially what a compressor does is you can set it to basically boost up the lower decibel sounds, not by like a shit ton, and then the limiter makes it so that despite boosting, it never peaks over a certain amount. So you're bringing up a lot of the quiet bits, and that way instead of making a lot of adjustments like this to try and make something audible, like, oh yeah, I'll just boost that up and then waste your time making a lot of those changes. Instead of doing that, you can just add the compressor effect. Just gonna get rid of those. There we go. So compressor off. Just gonna show that one more time.
Jigsaw meant.
Now, compressor on.
Jigsaw meant to do that one.
This sounds the same, our voices.
Get away from me, Tap! You self-righteous son of a bitch!
But the game sounds louder and it never overpowers. So with the game audio recorded particularly low, you can always compress it up. If the game audio is recorded louder than the voices, you can never fix it. So that's why we record the game audio like particularly low. On the plays through videos, the ones that are uploaded, like I don't apply any sort of compressor to them, because as far as I'm concerned, they're just uploads of the stream. They're not supposed to be edited at all. So I would just recommend. I would just actually. Oh shit! No, that's not what I would do. Just gonna add the compressor there, I guess. Oops. So I would add the compressor. Oh shit! It still didn't apply it. I would, because of especially what I just did, I would add the compressor before you start chopping up clips. That way you don't have to like apply each and every one. I mean, it would be easier just to paste attributes, but I already had them on here, and yeah, I'm not really gonna explain too much about why I kind of screwed up here, but oh, there's no compressor on. Oh yeah, because I did the quick video thing there too. I'm just gonna make one quick. Okay, good. Okay. Just to keep things consistent, making sure the compressor's on everything. Because yeah, I mean, like, here are the settings that I have. If you want to take like a screenshot, I'm not sure how to make this any bigger. Attack 41 milliseconds, release 48 milliseconds, ratio 1.6 to 1, knee is at 1. The release is also on auto, I guess. Here's all this shit. Compressor threshold -50. Peak is on, RMS is not on. Auto gain is -12. Gain is at 1. Limiter threshold is at -4, and the limiter is turned on. Mess around with it yourself.
but as far as I'm concerned, as long as it brings up the low audio to a point where it's audible, because each game might need a little bit of a different compressor setting to sound good, each kind of stream we do. Otherwise the streams themselves, like each video is going to be on the same setting for that game. But as long as it's not compressed to the point where the mic starts sounding really kind of distorted. So you'll notice like there's a point where you can compress it where it just the mic doesn't sound good anymore. Here, let me
I wonder if the actual meta score is.
The button. Activate when you
this. Where was I? Oh yeah, this thing.
I armed the trap. Let's see what their dead body.
Good counter.
A dog. Blame the saw man. Oh my god. Yeah, blame the saw man.
There's a certain point where you can compress it, it just doesn't sound good anymore. It's basically as though we're peaking like this.
Not my fault.
You know how the mic just sounds like a little,
Not my fault.
like too crackly almost?
Not my fault.
Whereas like at a regular volume, it's fine. Anyway, done talking about compressor, but try to add it as just a habit before things are chopped up or whatever. At this point, I mean, like whatever file you send me, I could always add the compressor later if you can't figure it out. If it's not something that you can figure out, it's not like a big deal for me to just add it after the fact. But yeah, here's this part, which I liked.
You didn't get the surgery.
you got him.
But it's not the right pitch, and if it's something that you're not able to figure out because you don't have the ear for it, I can just add that, and it's totally fine. So here's the clip in the plays through, and I mean, 18 minutes to 30, almost 35 minutes. It's like about 20 minutes in, and we're like about over 2 minutes into the actual plays video. So about 20 minutes through the original footage, about 2 minutes into the actual playthrough. Ratio doesn't need to be exactly that. But I mean, it really just depends on what the end product looks like. Depends on the game. So I'm gonna take the original footage of this part.
She was looking kind of the shape of so much to do. So hey, now you gain. Find that truth. Am I going backwards? I feel like I am.
All right. So I'm basically gonna re-edit this part the way I would have done it.
Somebody once told me that somebody once told
There we go. Now, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put music in it, but I'm going to pitch it differently. So let me just find the music right now. The instrumental, you can probably find it on YouTube. Gary Jules, Mad World instrumental. That's not legit, though, is it? I'll try it. This sounds fine, whatever. Download. Ugh.
All right. So, as we're waiting for this to download. Stalker got released again. Oh, it's Criterion. Shit, I forgot that was happening. Shit, boys. All right. So,
Uh-oh.
Cold, even.
arm the trap.
And yet, you'd still have more hideouts. And yet, you'd
Somebody. Somebody once told. Somebody. Somebody once told me that the world is gonna roll. So it looks like she was looking kind of dumb with the finger. And looks like Tav already did a good job syncing it. For the speed, but what I was just concerned about was the pitch. She was looking kind of dumb with the finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Somebody once told me that the world is gonna roll me. Ain't the sharpest tool. Okay, so now I want to adjust the pitch. It's in audio. Which, I mean, any editing software should have some pitch shit in it. So I need to adjust it down. Somebody once told me. That's too far down, I think. Somebody once told me that the. Actually, that's not down far enough. Let's try. Just have to mess around with it until you find it. Somebody once told me that the world is gonna. That's good. Ain't the sharpest tool in some like maybe a slight adjustment, like -2.2 or something. Somebody once told me that the world. That was too much. Somebody once told me that the world is gonna roll me. I just want to adjust it so that it's perfect for me. But I mean, like, if you get it basically, I mean, I'm not gonna care too much. So. Somebody once told me that the world is. Yeah. So there's pitch correction. Ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. Depending on the song, if I'm singing it from the stream, sometimes I'm like pitch perfect and you won't have to do it. She was looking kind of dumb with the finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Just maybe lower the volume a little. The shape of an L on her forehead. And then it's always a good idea to just, so the cut's not as abrasive, to just, here's the audio, just make it a little fade instead of a, instead of a hard cut. Somebody once told me the shape of an L on her forehead. And then the only thing I would, like, I'm kind of editing this the way that I would, again, I mean, like, have your own style. As long as things are just like trimmed and precise and not wasting time. By wasting time, I mean like don't put in shit that's not golden. Don't put in shit that that isn't like top quality from the stream. So yeah, here's the so wait, let me look at the somebody once told me. So yeah, essentially there. Now that clip is replaced. But actually, did I have a compressor on here? Yeah, I want to put that compressor on here. Just cause you can hear like the camera click even more. You know, add the compressor on the whole video. You know, not just parts where you think you need it. Just the compressor should just do everything for you, really. She was looking kind of dumb with the finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming in. I'm gonna see if this works or not. Like, this isn't a big deal. I kind of want to see if. I just want to see if more of this song can work because it's kind of funny. I like this part, even though I am saying like trim out the fat. But well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart and your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't go. You never shine if you don't glow. Hey now. That's it. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and I hit the ground running. Hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart and your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't go. You never shine if you don't glow. Hey now.
Jesus.
You're an all-star. Hey now. I'm just gonna do this part. Maybe. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Hey now. Hey now.
Jesus.
You're an all-star. I don't like how the piano sounds there because it's so low tuned, so yeah, whatever. Not a big deal. Thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. So wait, let me look at the clue one more time in here.
Let me look at that dick.
Definitely a clue.
Give me that dick.
In the bathroom. It said,
some.
push and pull
Oh,
your
we
way
got
forward. What does
clips.
that mean? Push and pull your way Oh, probably in here.
What is his fascination?
Heart.
His fascination with pigs. I would say the only practical reason why you would have pigs at all is maybe to test your traps.
A pig wakes up with one of those masks on and he's like, I want to play a game. It's like,
This is what you get for being such a pig.
I can't do it. All right.
Your crime is you're not a vegan.
Loving the little mini animation. Thank you. It could happen.
Yeah.
So far,
Pulls off
pacing
the
is
pig
great.
mask, it's Onision.
Pictures are great. Vegan gains.
Oh my god.
It's Anthony Fantano.
Oh no. How do you think I got the best teeth in the game? He's pulling them out of somebody's face.
Ow!
Ow.
A broken glaze.
What?
Why?
Uh-oh.
I find it.
Oh. That part could be cut out, I guess. It's like it doesn't have anything to do with like the Fantano joke. Ow!
Ow.
A broken glaze. Why?
Uh-oh.
And then just continue on here.
Uh-oh.
I find it amazing that people are constantly finding Jigsaw's hideout.
Yeah, a lot of the
That
dead space between like that and can be cut out. But even this, it's like you can start the sentence here and it makes just as much sense.
people are constantly finding.
Yeah. If you can say the same thing, communicate the same idea in less time, do it.
People people are constantly finding Jigsaw's hideouts, and yet you'd still have more warehouses. Oh my fucking god!
I armed the trap.
Oh my god!
Yeah. So nothing
People are constantly
nothing was
finding,
missed by
uh,
having it
Jigsaw's
start there.
hideouts, and yet you'd
Just
still
cut out
have
some
more
dead
warehouses.
space, really.
Oh my fucking god!
Cut out the fat.
I armed the trap.
Oh my god!
Good job.
It was just so clean.
That was a clean shot.
Surgical, even.
Oh.
Oh. Bait him into another trap. Is that Jason Statham?
Is that Jason Voorhees?
This is all great. You know, there's action.
Worst villains ever.
There's action happening. There's banter happening.
I basically crouched down.
No need to cut anything
put
out
some
here.
Wire on the floor and just like, oh, all right, just stay there. Like,
Comedy.
well, let's see what their dead body has. I have one more trip.
Trap armed.
Well, there's no point keeping me saying, let's see what their dead body has if I don't even look at, if that's not even included. That's like, yeah.
Some wire on the floor and just like, oh, all right, just stay there. Like, well, let's see what their dead body has.
Let's see where we can cut this.
I basically crouched, literally doing it in front of them. I basically crouched down and put some wire on the floor and just like, oh, all right, just stay there. Like, I have one more trick.
Yeah. Yeah. Cut out the fat.
Stay there. Like, I have one more trip. I have one. Stay there. Like, I have one more trip.
Trap armed. I didn't know Blair White had a gun.
All right, just stay there. All right.
Just gonna look at this one more time.
These are the worst villains ever. The worst.
Like literally doing it in front of them. I basically crouched down and put some wire on the floor and just like, oh, wire on the floor and I have one on the floor. I have one more trip.
Trap armed.
That's fine too. You know, could say it in even less time.
Crouch down and put some wire on the floor. I have one more trip.
Trap armed. I didn't know Blair White had a gun. Oh no.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It'd be different if it were funny, but
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
it'd be different if
Yeah. No, when it's silent for like a second or more, cut it unless it gets really abrasive. Unless it's like way too choppy, you know?
Sorry.
it'd be different if it were
Like this is fine. I just want to make sure that the audio doesn't pop or anything.
It'd be different if it were. It'd be different.
Yeah.
It'd be different if it were funny, but
Sorry. Boop.
it'd be different if it were funny, but
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I'm coming.
no, I didn't do it.
Oh. Whoa, that's a real wind-up you take with that.
Yeah. It's
my-
a real
I-
commitment.
It's my strong attack. Ow.
Look at that fucking jab.
Good
Like,
counter. The good counter punch.
he's just throwing haymakers. He's not even really aiming.
Pop, pop.
Someone was
Punch
telling me
two.
don't.
I'm sorry.
It's a good idea to just watch over things multiple times to try and find ways to like cut things out or, you know.
It'd be different if it were funny, but
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I'm coming.
no, I didn't do it.
Oh. Whoa, that's a real wind-up you take. Whoa, that's a real wind. Whoa, that's a real wind. Whoa, that's a. Whoa, that's a real wind-up you take with that.
Yeah. It's
my-
a real
I-
commitment.
It's my strong attack. Ow.
Look at that fucking jab.
Good
Like,
counter. The good counter punch.
oh my god.
Whoa, that's a real.
And put some wire on the floor. I have one more trip.
Trap armed. I didn't know we're.
It'd be different if it were funny, but
Oh my god.
Whoa, that's a real wind up you take with that.
Yeah. It's
my-
a real
I-
commitment.
it's my strong attack.
All right, this is good.
Ow.
Look at that fucking jab.
Good
Like,
counter. The good counter punch.
he's just throwing haymakers. He's not even really aiming.
Pop, pop.
Someone was
Punch
telling me
to
don't even
death.
bother picking up weapons because my fists are much better, and I'm starting to believe them.
That's what everyone tells me.
Yeah.
Ah!
There goes your brain.
Oops. I should have noticed that there was a trap there.
Every Sunday, I tune into Adum Plaze and jerk off for 8 hours. You and me both, friend. Only difference is Adam watches me. Watches me.
Eh,
Brain.
it's not my fault.
You ruined. Yeah, blame the saw man. Oh my god. What is this trash? Oh my god.
Why do I keep clicking on him?
Yeah. So since I died and we did the same thing again, it's like, for the most part, I would say avoid. If it's just the same thing again and it's not any more different or interesting than the last time, don't use multiples.
8 hours. You and me both, friend. Only difference is Adam watches me.
Eh,
This brain.
So this part I'm keeping because that was funny.
Brain.
But then the second one, it's like
Yeah, blame the saw. God.
nothing really funny or interesting happens with how the second guy dies. It's just more of what we already accomplished before. So I'm getting rid of that one.
Friend. Only difference is Adam watches me.
eh.
Brain.
Just gonna make sure that
Brain.
maybe because I'm doing a tutorial and I don't really want to talk about other shit while I'm doing this. Maybe because I'm making a video tutorial for people that are interested in working for me. So calm down in the chat, please.
A dog.
The only thing I would change about this dog thing.
A dog. Your crime is the same as Keemstar.
But yeah, with the compressor here, it helps a little.
A dog.
Because before it's like, let's just play this without the compressor. Before it was like, barely hear it.
A dog.
You can hear Mark just as well, but the game audio you couldn't hear at all. And even if like the compressor isn't good enough, if it's like really important or whatever, and you really want it heard, just make a little adjustment, I guess. Like you won't have to do that as often with the compressor on.
A dog. Your crime is the same as Keemstar.
So here's where I felt the video that you edited got a little slow. Like everything from up to this point, which was like the 6-minute mark, right now it's the 5.5-minute mark because I trimmed out 30 seconds of stuff. Whenever you can do it, I mean, do it. Here's where I felt it got a little slow, and it stayed pretty slow until the end of the video, unfortunately. But obviously, I mean, there's something there, or I wouldn't even be bothering trying to make a sort of helpful tutorial, because I think you can learn to make things better. So, like, the plot in this game only include as much of it as is necessary to understand the jokes that are being made in the commentary.
We're not gonna be one of those assholes who just.
And yeah, so you can communicate that I'm going towards this guy here in less time.
We're not gonna be one of those assholes who just stands by and lets it happen. We're not assholes. Oh, I hate that quote so much too. Fuck! Hurry! Yep. Happen. We're not assholes.
It's not super important to show how I solved it.
Oh, I hate that quote.
Like, we're not like, it's stuff that's already on the Plays Through channel, and it's not like we're trying to be like any kind of a walkthrough
so
or
much
anything.
too.
So I'm gonna cut most of the first part of this solving thing. Like, it doesn't really matter.
Fuck! Hurry! Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's necessary to show the solution. Like, yeah, we can figure out that we solved it just by showing it after.
Haha, sorry.
Ah! Collapses. That's so funny. Jigsaw meant to do that one. Meant to do that one.
Get away from me, Tat! You self-righteous son. You self-righteous.
Yeah. And like, same with cutscenes. It's like, only really include as much information that if we're making fun of something in the cutscene, or if we're complaining about like the logic of something, like, make sure that the audience knows what we're complaining about or making fun of. But aside from that, people don't really need to know the whole story, every detail of the game, right? I meant to do that one.
You self-righteous son of a bitch.
Just gonna look at that cut one more time.
You self-
That looks so weird, and I'm just gonna let it hang for like 2 seconds more.
you self-
Do that one.
you self-
To do that one. Whatever. Meant to do that one.
you self-righteous son.
Saw meant to do that one.
You self-righteous son
It's gonna look weird no matter what. That's something that's.
Just reacting to the shock. Just calm down. You fuck! You fucker!
You
You
Yeah, I would even start it here. Yeah, all that, not necessary. Don't need it. Don't need to show the cutscenes really, aside from just what we're making fun of. To do that one.
You fuck! You fucker!
You fuck!
You! Me? You killed a man. You a murderer.
You a murderer.
Holy. He didn't have a
You a murderer. You a murderer. You a murderer.
You a murderer. You a murderer. You a murderer.
You a murderer.
Holy. He didn't have a
He didn't have a family.
about the innocent
Yeah, I know.
man you put in
He
prison.
was homeless.
What about his family?
Fuck off. You ran over a homeless.
He didn't have a family.
About the innocent
Yeah, I know.
So even if you like interrupt the cutscene dialogue mid sentence, that's fine as long as it flows well with what we're saying in the voiceover.
He didn't have a family.
about the innocent
Yeah, I know.
you put in prison.
He was homeless. So let's see what this looks like. Fuck off. You ran over a homeless man. Fuck off. He was homeless. Fuck off. You ran over a homeless. See, that's fine. Because I mean, like, what people are paying attention to is like our dialogue. And the only way that the focus is going to be on the game audio is if we're not talking. Homeless. Fuck off. You ran over a homeless man. Because it's still considerably quieter anyway. You can't blame that on somebody else. Well, I guess I'll just leave him by himself. Man. You can't. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Man. You can't. You can't. Man. You can't blame that on somebody else. Well, I can't blame that on somebody else. Over a homeless man. Well, I guess I'll just leave him
That's
by
fine,
himself.
like this.
Is he finding his way out? Is that so? Here's something where I might actually look back at the plays files. So this is pretty cool. We are now at Man, you did a great job cutting out so much. It's like one of the most important things. Is just I would take it a little bit further with parts. Like, especially here's what I wanted to show here. He's just watching. Fuck off! You ran over a homeless man. You can't blame that on somebody else. Ugh. The writing in the song. Ugh. So let's say there's something visual that happens in the game, but what we're saying dialogue-wise isn't necessarily the most entertaining or the most relevant, and it's just something that we kind of talk about after what has visually already happened. So we show him running away. We show them getting separated. Right. Especially this game, I mean. But that's kind of what I want to communicate here, and so because we make fun of it. Well, I guess I'll just. So I'm gonna mute the audio here because it doesn't make sense to just show this and then that, right? So. Yeah, no point. The Saw series for especially this game, I mean. Yeah. Well, I guess. So we can do the same cut that we did before, but I'm just gonna change the video shown over top of it. Homeless man. Well, I guess I'll just leave him by myself. Let's see. Well, I guess I'll just leave him by himself. Is he finding his way out? Is that not where I'm going? Finding his way out? Is that not where I'm going? Just gonna see what's underneath. Himself. By himself. Is he? Just cut out some of the dead. Him by himself. Is he finding? By himself. Is he finding? Well, I guess I'll just leave him by himself. Is he finding? Is he finding his way out? Is that not where I'm going? Where's he going? He's not finding his way out. Is that not where I'm going? Not where I'm going? I almost just want to show this again, just because if you're talking about someone directly, like where's he going? Sometimes it's really funny just to show the clip of them again. Just gonna cut out the subtitle just because it's only for like a frame and it looks really weird. Where's he going? All right, this should be funny. Well, I guess I'll just leave him by himself. Is he finding his way out? Is that not where I'm going? Where's he going? The fade here looks a little weird, but you can always fix that by either dragging this. Not where I'm going? Where's he going? Or taking this and just slowing it down to like match it up. Because sometimes if you slow something down like just by a little bit, it doesn't really matter. No one's going to notice. But if you're saving yourself from having like a weird gap in frames or pacing or something, then well, I guess I'll just leave him. See, like you can't even tell. Is he finding his way out? Is that not where I'm going? Where's he going? No. Why are we separated now? What's he doing? He's like, I'm gonna find another one. What just happened? We're separated now?
He's drinking off in a corner somewhere. Just getting
like, why are we separated? Are we not both trying to get out of here? All right, yeah. So that's all great. And now that I just showed that part, I just wanted to come back here and reference. Wow. So we're about. Why are we separated now? What's he doing? Both trying to get out. We're about like 6.5 minutes through the plays video, and like we're assuming that the first 6.5 minutes is like basically perfect.
Rangers? No, it's from one of like the bullshit.
And through the actual plays through, let's see, we start at 17:22, and then get to. What just happened? We're separated now?
He's drinking off in a corner somewhere. Just getting
like, why are we separated? Are we not both trying to get out of here? 101 something. So that's like 50 minutes of original footage converted into 6.5 minutes of Adum Plaze material. So there was a lot more trimming going on past the last time I checked. Last time I checked, it was like 20 minutes to 2 minutes. Now it's like like seven. What did I say? 70 minutes. 50. Yeah, 50 minutes to almost 50. I think. No, like 45 minutes. Sorry, and that's what it. I don't know. Anyway, somewhere between 40 and 60 minutes. I don't want to do the math in my head right now. Probably 45 minutes. Converted into like 6.5 minutes of material. Actually, I don't know if the rate. Anyway, less is more. I don't know if what I just said was accurate about the ratio changing, but whatever. Fuck it.
Why are we?
You get the
separated
point.
now? What's he doing?
You get the point.
He's like, I'm gonna find another one. What just happened? We're separated now.
He's drinking off in a corner somewhere. Just getting
Like,
one
why
last
are we
rub in.
separated? Are we not both trying to get out of here?
You can communicate the same thing in less time. Maybe. We'll see how this flows anyway. Sometimes it's just a matter of trying something and seeing if it works. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Make your choice quickly is all that needs to be communicated after that point. Like, we can figure out that the bombs detonate by what happens, right?
They give me 3 minutes to choose a path. Okay.
I like easy.
They give me 3 minutes.
So yeah, that was a lot of dead space. Like, we don't need to listen to Jigsaw say that whole thing.
They give me 3 minutes.
I would even cut out this part.
Okay.
I like easy. I like.
Oops.
I like easy.
I should have kept my fucking lighter. Fucking lighter. Where the fuck am I going? I should have kept my lighter. I haven't used this camera. Kept my fucking lighter. I should have kept my.
Just wanted to catch the little bit of flash in there
my
too.
fucking lighter. I should have kept my lighter. Fucking lighter. I should have kept my lighter. I haven't used this camera. It gave me like a little clue thing, but it's like I didn't use it. So I think if we made a bet, I would have won because it's like we didn't use that for shit. It's like I didn't use it.
Come on. Uh-oh. What's happening? What's happening to my editing software? When's the last time I restarted my compy? Ruh-roh. Oh, there we go.
So I think if we made a bet, I would have won because it's like we didn't use that for shit.
So this time you can't really see anything, but I mean, that's what we're saying too, right? So I wouldn't adjust the brightness here because it's like, because, you know, as long as we're communicating that we also can't see shit, we just want the viewer to have like the same experience we had. Whereas earlier, I think our TVs were showing the scene a bit more.
60 seconds left.
This it doesn't
Not
matter
even,
because
I
I
have,
can't
like,
even
30
tell where I
seconds
am.
left, and I feel like I'm going in a circle. I feel like I'm going like places that I've been and I just don't know where the fuck. Not even. I have like
Seconds left. We got like 60 seconds. We got like 60. We got like 60. We got like.
Yes, communicate the same thing in less time.
use it.
We got like 60 seconds left.
Like not even. I have like 30 seconds left, and I feel like I'm going in a circle. I feel like I'm going like places that I've been and I just don't know where the fuck I'm going.
Goodbye.
Don't know where the fuck I'm going. No.
Smell you later. They said this one
Yeah.
was easy in comparison.
Yeah, we don't need to show a lot of the buzzer countdown detonating. We can just show the tail end of it pretty much.
That I've been and I just don't know where the fuck I'm going.
They said this one
Yeah.
was easy in comparison.
Yeah.
I now realize the folly of my follies.
Uh-oh. Should I restart my computer before I keep going? It's being weird. I'll do a quick restart just to make sure that this doesn't keep happening. Ugh! Well, that was a... All right. So far, so good. Yeah, I need to restart. BRB. I don't think I've done it in a while, so. It might just be because of, like, the file types that are in the software. Who knows? I don't really know. I'm not going to worry about it. All right, give me a few seconds. I'm going to grab a drink. All right. All right. Something I'd also recommend is like if you make a bit of progress, like to anybody editing, make a bit of progress. Most programs will let you just do save as. FCPX you have to duplicate, which is the same thing. You're just creating a new file. Free O2. You're just creating a new file so that like if let's say you drastically fuck something up where like you fucked up something and you have too many undos and you can't get it back and like some of your work gets lost, like you accidentally deleted something that took you a long time and you can't get it back, then at least you have it in this previous part. So do that every once in a while and you'll be safe.
Easy in comparison.
Yeah.
I now realize the folly of my follies.
Well, that was a bad idea. I've chosen. I've chosen. Again, just trimming out some shit. I've chosen. I've chosen. There's a little bit of dead space here that I don't like. Oh, it's what, an obstacle course now? What, an
Oh. Yeah. Explosion! Oh, it's what, an obstacle course now? Okay,
This is way easier.
it's fine.
Brr.
Ah!
Oh,
Okay,
this is way easier.
it's fine.
Brr.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now? Okay. Wow. Okay.
This is way easier.
It's just to save time, you know. One thing's to be like snap, 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 kind of quick and fast, to the point where it doesn't feel abrasive.
Now?
This is way easier.
It's fine. Now?
This is way easier.
It's fine.
Yeah, this is fine.
Ah!
Oh my god!
Whoa, well, doing it again. I don't care.
God.
Oh, well. Now?
This is way easier.
It's fine.
I just want to make sure that audio is fine.
Now?
This is way easier.
It's fine.
Brr. Brr.
Yeah, I don't even think what we communicated on Twitter could be called a spat, in my opinion, really. He framed it in a way that wasn't accurate, and I corrected him, and that's... As soon as I did that, then I jumped out again.
Brr.
Ah!
Oh. Brr.
Ah!
Oh my god!
I wasn't being mean or insulting, I was being completely honest. It was all factual, what was coming from me.
Doing it again. I don't care. Ah! Let me down!
I feel like I've had, like, obviously I know nothing about, like,
Let's see.
Oh, well. Ah! Oh, well. Ah! Oh, well. Ah! Let me down!
I feel like I've had, like, obviously I know nothing about, like, actually coding and making the game. But if you give me some Unity assets and shit,
I could direct a game.
yeah, exactly.
I could explain how to make a game to people that would do the effort.
Yeah, that's not that important to include. It's not that interesting of banter.
Puzzle? What am I doing here? Do I have to go back now?
Yes.
There you go. Do I have to go.
So, like, yeah, in some cases, I guess, like, including just us completing different aspects of the game can be entertaining. But in general, if it's just us hitting, like, you know, complete this task, but we're not really talking about it, and we're not really saying anything interesting about it or making a joke about it, it doesn't really matter. And I would just say, like, it's not necessary to include. It's better without. You know, people can watch the full plays through.
Oh my god!
Whoa, well, do I have to go back now?
Yes.
Like, this is fine.
There you go.
You know, it's small enough. This can be communicated in much less time, too.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah.
If we want to communicate it at all, it doesn't even feel like it's necessary.
All right, that was not a greater challenge. All right. All right.
There we go.
There you go. All right, that was not a.
Perfect. That's like quick, to the point, you know, it communicates that we solved it and we went through and it's like barely anything was shown. You know, only communicate the bare minimum of what you have to for it to make sense, for the jokes to work, etc. You know, keep the pacing fresh.
There you go. All right, that was not a greater challenge at all. That was fucking nothing.
Yeah, man. Under the
If
stairs.
I had a flashlight and
Under
not
the
a
stairs.
fucking camera, you know, like
Under the stairs.
what?
There's a man.
Oh,
Yeah, man. Under the
if
stairs.
I had a flashlight and
Under
not
the
Same thing can be communicated here in less time. Fucking nothing.
Under the
If I
stairs.
Fucking nothing.
Under the
If I had
Under the
If I had a thing.
Under the
If I had a flashlight and
Under
not
the
a
stairs.
fucking nothing.
Under the
If I had a flashlight and
Under
not
the
a
stairs.
fucking camera, you know, like
Under the stairs.
what?
There's a man.
Oh.
There is a man. What is he doing?
So like the awkwardness of just like the silence and coughing, that's great. I cut out the first time it happened because it's like, you know, it happens twice, and in this one, it can happen as I discover it, sort of thing. What?
There's a man.
No need to show it twice. Just pick
Oh.
the better one, you know.
There's a man. What is he doing? He's
I don't
just
know.
Sitting back there with some blood?
I don't have a game. This is my fetish.
Oh my god.
Rit! Rit!
There's a man. What is he doing? He's
I
just
don't-
there with some blood?
I don't have. Yeah, we can keep the joke here.
Man.
I don't have.
Man.
Oh.
There is a man.
I don't have a game. Just communicate everything in less time.
There's a man.
I don't have a game. This is my fetish.
Oh my god.
There we go. Oh. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Fetish. This is my fetish. Oh.
There is a man.
I don't have a game. This is my fetish. Rit! Time to search the toilet. Time to search the toilet. Communicate the same thing in less time.
Got it.
Got him.
It's not that bad. Really?
You just have to not suck at it. There's a million things you could do to not have to do that. There's a million. So even though we kind of communicated this in the episode 1 or 2, I'm okay with communicating again because we kind of added to it. Got him. There's a million things you could do to not have to do that in real life.
Yeah.
You can smash the do that. I'm just gonna make it quick though. I'm gonna make more of a deal about making this time quick because we've already mentioned the same point in previous episodes. Not have to do that in real life.
Yeah.
You can smash the toilet. There's no reason why you'd have to do that. You have mops.
Yeah.
You can smash the toilet. To do that. You can smash the toilet. There's no reason why you'd have to do that. You have have to do that. You can smash the toilet. You have mops. You have pipes, you know? You have like buckets and shit that you could just scoop shit out of the toilet with. Put it onto the floor. You don't have to do that. You're a fucking idiot. Why would you do that out of the toilet with? Put it onto the floor. You don't have to do that. You're fucking. You don't have to do that. You don't have. You don't have. So I'm cutting mid-sentence, but with a fade, it should sound fine. You don't have to do that with. You don't have. You don't have to do that with. You don't have to do that. Toilet with. You don't have to do. Toilet with. You don't have to do. Yeah, that doesn't sound fine. Sometimes it doesn't work, and you just gotta figure it out. You don't have to do that. You're. So I will keep this part of the sentence. Toilet with. Put it onto the floor. You don't toilet with. Put it on. Oops. With. Put it onto the floor. You can't even tell there was a cut there. With. Put it onto the floor. You don't have to do that. You're a fucking idiot. Why would you do that? To do that, you don't have to do. You don't have. So what was So this part was a little weird to me, just because of how I phrased it. So because I'm saying you don't have to do that, and I was just talking about the mop, it almost sounds like I'm saying like you don't have to do what I just suggested he does. That doesn't really make much sense. So we're just gonna take a clip of him actually doing what I'm talking about. You don't have to do that. You're a fucking idiot. Why would you do that? And then that also adds humor to it that we get to see him do that as I'm saying. You'd have to be the that he doesn't have to do that.
You'd have to be the biggest fucking idiot in the world. Why would you do that? You'd have to toilet with. Put it on.
So it helps. It helps for the audience understanding it, and it helps for the humor at the same time.
Or you don't have to do that. You're a fucking idiot.
I'm just gonna watch from a tiny bit back.
Toilet with. Put it on the floor. You don't have to do that. You're fucking.
Why does the audio sound so weird there? I think it's just because I made a cut. There.
Put it on the floor. You don't have to do that. You're a fucking idiot. Why would you do that? You'd have to be the biggest fucking idiot in the world. Just reach in there with your bare hands. And my voice is cracked. Crack-a-lackin'. Oh yeah, here.
Oops, mouse gave out. Gonna try it again. Come back.
Crack-a-lackin'. Oh yeah, here. Oh, what a challenge that was.
Yeah, that's just dead waste of time there.
Crack-a-lackin'. Oh, what a challenge that was. Reach in the toilet. Reach in the toilet. Okay.
Again, with the compressor, it's a lot easier to tell what he's saying.
Toilet. Okay.
But I'm gonna boost the audio just a little bit more anyway. It's because it's like a hard cut
Reach in
to
the
it.
toilet. Okay.
So I boosted the audio everywhere but me saying okay. And yeah, him giving us these instructions, I mean, in some traps it's gonna add to it if we're able to know what he's explaining to us, but for the most part, it's like you can figure it out just by watching us do it. Yeah, I mean, like, there's nothing that him saying this adds
Mr. Electro. Blue Man.
Oh my god.
to this,
I'm supposed to stand on these puzzle pieces.
because we can just see us doing it.
Oh my god.
I'm supposed to stand on these puzzle pieces. I'm supposed to stand. I'm supposed. Okay. I'm supposed to stand on these puzzle pieces. Clearly. I think it's supposed to line up.
So this is fine because it's like showing us kind of struggling and figuring it out in a sense, and there's like a bit of entertainment value in that.
3 numbers in a row line up, then I know I'm standing in the right spot. I think that's how it works.
Wait, I was pretty sure. Yeah, there it is. 4. You can. 4, 3. 4, 3. What else? 5.
Well, I'll try 4, 3, 5, I guess.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, there it is. 4. You can. 4, 3. I was pretty sure. Yeah, there it is. 4. You can.
You can cut out a little bit, communicate the same thing. It can show the struggle without showing the whole thing.
4, 3. 4. There it is. 4. You can. 4, 3. 4, 3. What else? 5.
Well, I'll try 4, 3, 5, I guess.
5.
Then I would just trim this up a little.
Well,
It's like there's like a whole second or half a second that doesn't need to be there, you know?
5.
well, I'll try 4, 3.
You know, if it's just conversation responding to other conversation, especially when there's a cut anyway, then you might as well just have it really tight.
5.
Well, I'll try 4, 3, 5, I guess.
Okay.
30 seconds. 3, 5, I guess.
Okay.
5, I guess.
Okay.
30 seconds.
Yeah, right now doesn't matter to show all this. Yeah, you can just show the tail end of it. It's communicated just the same, but in less time.
5, I guess. Okay. Okay. Can I leave?
No, you gotta redirect the current.
Uh-oh.
No, you gotta redirect.
My lead?
No.
My lead? Okay, my lead?
No, you gotta redirect your current.
Uh-oh.
And you can see the time there. You can see it like right at the top. Sorry. So us saying 30 seconds left didn't really add much to it.
Okay, my lead?
No, you gotta redirect your current.
Uh-oh. Nope.
This is fine, I guess, because there's only 10 seconds left, and it'll like the audience will feel some of that tension.
No, you gotta redirect your current.
Uh-oh. Nope.
It's kind of like awkward watching it fail at the same time.
Hey. That's funny. Well.
Wow. Shocking.
That's funny. Well.
Wow. Shocking.
That's funny. Well.
Shocking. Shocking.
And then I would just have, especially when the joke's at the end, I would have the end kick in like right after the joke, not second and then joke.
Shocking.
Or sorry, joke and then like have the I like the static as a way of kind of like almost interrupting what it cuts in on.
Shocking. Shocking.
So like even more. So you like barely get the last of it.
Shocking. Shocking.
And the static, if you're gonna use it, should be, I would prefer. So this is, the timeline here is 7:20:30. I'd prefer, static's a little loud here. I guess there's nothing really wrong with it. It just seems like a really short static compared to the ones that I usually use. So let me just grab one from, I know I used one in Nirvana the Band the Show. Possibly right here. So I'm just going to grab one of my statics. I don't know what's happening to it that makes it feel weird, but I like it when it's not as high of a volume. I don't want it to be like super loud. Static.
Shocking.
And then this is good. So this is yeah, this is fine. So what we got to was the entire basically almost the end of this video. This plays through. All the way from 14 to, it's about an hour-long plays through, cut into under 10 minutes.
5.
I know, but there's tons of other numbers I see too, is the problem. So let's cut to just where,
That was the most.
well, yeah, so that's pretty much where it ended. And I just kind of want to, just for reference, see where the rest of the episode would have gone. Now, in terms of ending an episode, you want to be able to end it like that. That's fine. Like the shocking thing, it's kind of like a joke, non-joke, whatever. And like the end of the scene just happened. There'll be like a fresh start-off point for the next episode. So then like next episode comes, you want to make sure you use the tail end of this if there's anything in there. But just remember that there's like the little bit of the plays through file left to still edit through. All right. And then beyond that, I mean, so the first 6 minutes of your edited video, what I trimmed from that was like 30 seconds, turned into like 5.5 minutes, and then the rest of the file you sent me, I'm just gonna confirm this before I lie and say something inaccurate. The rest of the video you sent me was a good, all right, 1725 to 3042. So it's it was a good 13 minutes. Yeah. So effectively, with this being at like 9.5 minutes, I cut out a good 2.5 minutes from like the second half of that video. So that's what I was saying when I was saying like the pacing felt like it dropped off. Whereas the first half of this video, like I only cut out like 30 seconds. Who edited this initially? Somebody who sent me an email called fuck, I forget his name. And I don't really want to dig into my email right now to find it, but I'm gonna send him. I already sent him an email back, and I told him I'd make a little tutorial with some suggestions. I'm thinking of having like multiple editors, like maybe one for each series or something. That seems like a good, feasible idea. But yeah, we'll see how it works out. And I'm still waiting on some like audition material from other people. So it looks like this thing is honestly like, from what I can tell, it's like good to post. And at this point, like despite doing kind of a like tutorial for him, and editing much of it myself, I don't even think I'm going to ask him to do anything with it. I was concerned at one point that like the amount I would cut out would make it too short. Ideally, it would be somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes long. 10 minutes is a good point to hit. Don't feel like it, as soon as you're at the 10-minute mark or nearing the 10-minute mark, like as soon as you're around there, find a place to end it. Find an appropriate place to end it. 15 minutes is pushing it because like, I mean like, yeah, if let's say you can't find an appropriate place to end it until the 15-minute mark, then sure. But I mean, it really depends on the video, I guess. So something like the Splinter Cell series, let me just look that up real quick. Because the Splinter Cell series that we're doing is very episodic. Like you finish one level and then it's done. For that, I wouldn't want it to be like, I wouldn't want the end of level 1 to carry into the second episode unless episode 1 and episode 2 are like the same length and they both only cover level 1. Then yeah, I wouldn't want them like awkwardly spaced out. So Splinter Cell Chaos Theory Co-op, perfectly trimmed, is at 13 minutes and 21 seconds. And it's like, you know, at the 10-minute mark, you could be thinking like, oh yeah, got to find a way to end it. But if there's only like if there's only a little bit left in the entire level and you can just find an like, you know, that would be an appropriate place to end it, then, you know, let it go on for a bit more. So ideally a plays video is 10 to 15 minutes long. Let's say there's a really good joke that you find somewhere in the footage that you think would make for a good quick bits. Good quick bits. This is like literally just, I found this by, you know, just watching through a bit of the playthrough. It's just voice acting cringe, right? Simple enough. Like 50 seconds long. You know, it can be like minimal editing. It could be like no editing on something like that. Quick bits are literally just like, here's a funny moment that perhaps you can't really use in the overall plays video. And I mean, they work well. This has got like over twice as many views as the other shit. A lot of the other shit uploaded recently. But anyway, yeah, so Saw Part 3, doing good. I'm just going to give it one more watch over, and then I think it's good to publish, I think. So what I was concerned about before
I thought I might not publish it because I was worried that it would make it too short. 9.5 minutes, I'm okay with that. It's not so short that I would say like keep going, you know.
All right,
But
Scott,
always, you know, if you're unsure of whether or not it's an appropriate place to end it, edit a bit further. See what's past that point. And if you do extra work on that, that's not going to show up in the final product, doesn't matter because you can just carry that over into the timeline for the next episode and be like, hey, wow, like, here's all this. That's X amount of hours less work that I have to do for episode 2 or the next episode. And then I guess when you're going to like when you're nearing the end of a series and you've only got a couple hours left in the game, I would say edit through the whole thing, and then decide if like because let's say you have like the second last episode and you get like 10 minutes and you're like, oh, this is a great place to end it. But then the last episode's only like 5 minutes and you can only make it stretch 5 minutes. That's bad. So if you would have edited up until the very end of the series knowing that it was close to ending, then it would have just worked well as a 15-minute video. So you want to make sure that like when you're nearing the end of a series, when you're like getting up to the last couple videos, that like you're not running into that problem. So let's watch this whole video again. It's always good, even if I'm saying like this is perfect, it's always good to give it a watch over again. Watch it over as many times as you have to until you're at the point where you don't change anything when you watch it.
all right, Scott, you're
Yo.
new to this game. Here, let's show you something pretty cool.
I insist.
I didn't do anything. What? Get me out of here.
Voice effects by Mark English.
Wow.
Swing and miss, my dear.
Whoopsie.
And that's why nobody watches women's baseball.
So
Wait,
yeah,
is
the
this
brightness
long-
change
I saw
here,
long hair, but-
compressor everywhere else.
I think you're mistaking the bear trap for a.
So I'm just gonna watch from the beginning again, just because I need to make sure I'm paying attention here.
All right, Scott, you're
Yo.
new to this game. Here, let's show you something pretty cool.
I insist.
You can hear this better with a compressor too.
I didn't do anything. What? Get me out of here.
Voice effects by Mark English.
Wow.
Swing and miss, my dear.
Whoopsie.
And that's why nobody watches women's baseball. Wait, is this even a woman? I saw long hair, but is it a dude with long hair?
I think you're mistaking the bear trap for a.
Oh.
Oh
yeah,
my
I am.
God!
I am. I
Yeah, you
thought
can
the
see
bear trap
everything
was
much
hair.
better.
Cold blood.
It was a hair trap.
Goodbye.
Are you okay?
Here comes. Here comes. Bop.
What's stupid about this game is like
Yeah, it's fine.
the traps on people's heads only activate when you kill them anyway. It's like there's no timer for them actually, unless it's like one of the bomb
the
traps or
old
something.
overkill trap.
People liked this game. People liked this
no.
game when it
I
was
wonder
out.
what the actual meta score is.
Yeah, I wonder.
100.
So in the movies, you know how when you open the door and the shotgun shoots you?
Yeah.
Well, in this one, all you have to do is press a button, and then it doesn't. So
Oh.
you stop it by looking at this thing, and you're like, oop, a button.
Cool.
It's a quick time event, and it just you can get out of it. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yep.
But
This all seems reasonable.
a camera, a light. No, a camera.
Nope.
It's like
Oh.
the scene in the first movie where
Oh,
Adam and he's the photographer.
no.
So I can basically swap that out for a fucking lighter as my light. Like I would rather have this because it's more practical, right?
Yeah.
But like not give myself like flashbang Call of Duty vision.
Yeah. Oh God, that's
you know,
horrible.
like that's so stupid. Like great reference to the movie, but you're not really.
It might be a puzzle actually. You might actually have to use it for a puzzle.
I don't think so. A picture. Oh, it does say. Yeah, I should have read that part. Yeah, it would be.
A picture.
A picture is worth 1,000 words. That makes it really obvious. I didn't read it.
Your crime is being black. You
Oh.
are born. You were born black. You chose to remain that way.
You didn't get the surgery.
you didn't get the surgery. We all play a little game.
Somebody.
I would almost even trim that up a little. Not even cut anything out, but just
We all play. We all play.
if you can make things like closer together and it doesn't sound weird,
We all play.
then do it.
Excuse me. That sounds funny. I mean, that sounds fine.
Somebody once told me that the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
What do you mean, my channel not hosting Mark's channel? My channel didn't stop hosting Mark's channel. I never changed anything. If he needs to change his bio, he can change his bio.
Somebody once told me that the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with the finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. So wait, let me look at the clue one more time.
That was great.
Let me look at that dick.
Um,
Give me that dick.
It's also a good idea to just like look visually at the audio levels,
The surgery.
The world.
Surgery.
because this part
Somebody once
seems a
told me
little
that
loud,
the world is gonna roll.
just with all of us singing at the same time. Just might want to. Again, this is super nitpicky. I don't really expect you to do this shit. And if there's something that's that big of a deal for me, like I'm not gonna like hound you over it. This is just me doing my own little OCD shit that I do for editing.
Somebody once told me that the
And you know what? I liked it better loud, so we're changing it back.
Somebody once told me that the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
That's fine.
She was looking kind of dumb with the finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. So wait, let me look at the clue.
Yeah, it was hosting him last night, so maybe I should stop hosting him is what you're saying? I don't know.
So wait, let me look at the clue one more time in here.
Let me look at that
There's
dick.
definitely a clue
Give me that dick.
in the bathroom. It said,
Yeah, look how long these
push
go
and
on
pull your way forward.
without any of my changes
Push and pull your way-
versus this
oh,
whole second half.
Probably in here.
Night and day.
What is his fascination?
Heart.
His fascination with pigs. I would say the only practical reason why you would have pigs at all is maybe to test your traps.
A
if
pig
that-
wakes up with one of those masks on. And he's like, I want
Ah!
to play a game. It's like,
This
This is awesome. I love this part. Thank you.
I can't do it. All right,
Your crime is you're not a vegan.
it could happen.
Yeah. Pulls off the pig mask. It's Onision.
It's vegan gains.
Oh my god.
It's Anthony Fantano.
Oh no. How do you think I got the best teeth in the game? He's pulling them out of somebody's face. People were constantly finding Jigsaw's hideouts. And yet, you'd still have more warehouses. Oh my fucking god!
I armed the trap.
Oh my god!
Good job.
It was just so clean!
That was a clean shot.
Surgical, even.
Oh.
Oh!
This is all good.
Beta into the trap. Is that Jason Statham?
Is that Jason Voorhees?
Yeah. So comparing this to like other parts where I would usually trim out the fat of like not talking or something. Like there's a bit of silence here, but there's still action and it's like kind of entertaining.
Is that Jason Voorhees?
Like watching him slowly walk towards us with his bat glitching out and shit. That's worth keeping, you know? So
Is that Jason Voorhees?
These are the worst villains.
oh my god. Thanks,
It's
Punish
like
Jake.
literally doing it in front of them. I basically crouched down and put some wire on the floor. I have one more trap.
Trap armed. I didn't know Blair White had a gun. Oh no.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It'd be different if it were funny, but
Oh my god.
Whoa, that's a real wind-up you take with that.
Yeah. It's
my-
a real
I-
commitment.
it's my strong attack. Ow.
Look at that fucking jab.
Good
like,
counter. The good counter punch.
He's just throwing haymakers. He's not even really aiming.
Pop,
Yeah.
pop.
Someone was
Punched
telling me
to
don't even
death.
bother picking up weapons because my fists are much better, and I'm.
If
starting
there's
to
like
think that's
awkward
what
humor in it,
touched me.
Yeah.
then you can leave a bit of
there
the
goes your
awkward
brain.
silence-ish in.
I should have noticed that there was a trap there.
Every Sunday, I tune into Adum Plaze and jerk off for 8 hours. You and me both, friend. Only difference is Adam watches me.
Fair.
Brain.
A dog. Your crime is the same as Keemstar. We're not gonna be one of those assholes who just stands by and lets it happen. We're not assholes. Oh, I hate that quote so much too. Haha, sorry.
Ah! Collapses. That's so funny. Jigsaw meant to do that one.
You fuck! You fucker!
You fuck!
You a murderer.
I think I just heard a little bit of a pop there. Just when making cuts, if you can make like a little bit of a fade, or like crossfade's ideal, but FCPX is pretty good when it comes to these kind of fades.
You
Yeah.
a murderer.
This is fine.
Jigsaw meant to do that one.
You fuck! You fucker!
You fuck!
You a murderer.
He didn't have a
He didn't have a family.
Yeah, I know.
He was homeless. Fuck off. You ran over a homeless man. Well, I guess I'll just leave him by himself. Is he finding his way out? Is that not where I'm going?
It's
Where's
almo-
he going?
No, no.
Why are we separated now? What's he doing? He's like, I'm gonna find another one. What just happened? We're separated now?
He's jerking off in a corner somewhere. Just getting
Like,
one
why
last
are we
rub in.
separated? Are we not both trying to get out of here?
Continue blindly, or will you face a greater challenge with your sight intact? Make your choice quickly.
I like easy. Oh!
I should have kept my fucking lighter. I should have kept my lighter. I haven't used this camera. It gave me like a little clue thing, but it's like I didn't use it.
We got like 60 seconds left.
Like not even. I have like 30 seconds left, and I feel like I'm going in a circle. I feel like I'm going like places that I've been, and I just don't know where the fuck I'm going.
They said this one
Yeah.
was easy in comparison.
Yeah.
I now realize the folly of my follies.
I've chosen. I've chosen. Oh, it's what, an obstacle course now?
This is way easier.
It's fine.
Oh,
Ah!
oh my god!
Whoa, well, I have to go back now.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, this is a good condensed
All right,
version,
that was
you know.
not a greater challenge at all. That was fucking nothing.
Under the
If I
stairs.
had a flashlight and
Under
not
the
a
stairs.
fucking camera, you know, like
Under the stairs,
what?
there's a man.
Oh,
There is a man.
I don't have a game. This is my fetish. Rit!
Oh, got it.
Got him. There's a million things you could do to not have to do that. You can smash the toilet. You have mops. You have pipes. You know, you have like buckets and shit that you could just scoop shit out of the toilet with. Put it onto the floor. You don't have to do that. You're a fucking idiot. Why would you do that? You'd have to be the biggest fucking idiot in the world. Just reach in there with your bare hands. Hands.
Rats.
My voice is cracked.
We are the rats.
Crack-a-lackin'. Oh, what a challenge that was. Reach in the toilet.
You cannot save this man,
Okay.
but you can save yourselves.
I'm supposed to stand on these puzzle pieces, clearly. I think it's supposed to line up. If I see 3 numbers in a row line up.
You're right, La Brea, I should change it. I didn't think about it.
Wait, I was pretty sure. Yeah, there it is. 4. You can 4, 3. 4, 3. What else? 5?
Well, I'll try 4, 3, 5, I guess. Okay, can I leave?
No, you gotta redirect your current.
Uh-oh. Ah! Nope. Ah! Oops. Hey! That was funny. Well,
Shocking.
That's fine. So yeah, I'll export this and then I'll email you back. Maybe you'll see my email before you even see this. And figure out exactly what kind of like workload there would be. I still need to figure out how many people are actually going to be editing for the channel, but this is something that I'll send to everyone that I think is possibly going to be involved. So that's pretty good for this video. A little bit of suggestion here and there. And then here's I don't know. I could work a little bit on Splinter Cell Chaos Theory just so you understand like what this kind of tone of a video is going for. So I've already gotten a good 5 minutes of trim from the plays through. Excuse me. And so I'm not sure if I really want to do this right now, considering how much other shit I have to get done. Hence why I need somebody to be editing this shit. Maybe I won't. See this man, I'm just gonna kill him.
Okay, 3.
Yeah.
War crime.
Yeah, I don't really want to work on this right now. I should be doing other shit that's I should be responsible for. So we'll call this stream a day for now. Yeah, I'll export this video and who knows when it'll be published. I want to make sure I communicate with the person that edited the bulk of it before actually publishing it, making sure we come to some sort of agreement. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna stop for now and get some work done. Thank you. Bye-bye.